I programmed control systems for power plants. Did this for 15 years, and then I stumbled over crypto 10 years ago, and was very interested in in the tech behind it. And then as Ethereum emerged, that's how we met first time. And I told them, I wanted to explain to them how energy market works, which is incredibly complex. So while they were working on Ethereum, we did a lot of research, how could we apply this technology to lower the transaction fees in the energy market by 99%. So what my challenge always was, how can we take these abstract things and transform this into business and make business more efficient? Gav came up with an idea how we could create a consortium, a technology for a consortium where we have known validators, known parties that create the network, and but anyone could use the network. It's the only and actually the largest kind of consortium chain where all those companies here from Shell, the largest companies in the world and startups, they create the chain. We did task forces, we created frameworks, how to track electricity, how to deal with identities of energy assets. And that all happened 5 years ago. The thing is, we never went on any crypto stages talking about it. In energy, pretty much everyone knows us. In crypto, nobody knows us because we were really focusing only on real business. This is one chain. One chain has a limited bandwidth for transactions. A lot of these corporates in the last few years, they made a lot of application-specific chains because there is a bunch of applications where you don't need to put the data on the public chain. Let me give you an example. So there's two largest banks in France and the two largest utilities, EDF and Engie. They created a chain together with 4 validators. They're making a kind of a digital print of all the invoices. And the banks, they're using these digital prints to do KYC, to understand who's the party that is applying for a bank account. 30% of all the applications to the banks are forged, and so they brought down the KYC cost from 10 euro to 3 euro. And there is a lot of these application-specific kind of chains which essentially copied the technology from us. So we have a couple of deals on country level with regulators. So there is one deal, for example, with Australia, with an Australian regulator and transmission system operator. In 2 years, all the asset identities and data access management will run on this chain. It's a done deal. And we have 6 other countries where this is already, it will basically become law that this technology is being used. And then those chains through Polkadot can start talking to each other. So once you have the identities, the second is the trading. Once you can authenticate trading, then you can plug in the whole decentralized finance on top of it, refinancing, lending, and so forth. That is already happening in Polkadot. I'm super excited about this because when we started talking about this, this was just, it felt like a pipe dream. Can we change such a big industry like energy? But 5 years down the road, it's happening. It's really coming. It's inevitable because we're reducing transaction costs by more than 99%.
Going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box, provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the new Road Order events. Also, I give you the new Road Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks slightly up. Do not forget, guys, we have options today. Also, we have futures contracts expiring. If we go to CME and we see the volume and open interest, we definitely see the liquidity is coming in. And CME contracts end in London time at about 4 o'clock. So as they were expiring, we saw the actual cryptos move up. But early this morning, we had a pullback and then we moved up. This evening, guys, I definitely see us pulling back again. And then, guys, on the weekend, we know we are the only game in town. The casino stays open 24/7, but we know the Fed is around the corner. Now, we have institutional investors account for 85% of buying up Bitcoin and crypto. And guys, anytime you get over 200 million that comes out of nowhere in the space, we know the Fed is controlling that because the average retail investor is sitting on the sidelines. Now, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which have been flat. We have the dollar slightly down. We have volume, Tether, USDC, and then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo sitting at about $2 trillion. We know the Fed is going to be raising rates in the next few days, running off the balance sheet along with the other big central banks. Remember, guys, their goal is to destroy this legacy market. So therefore, the fourth industrial revolution can rise. And guys, we had Chevron announce that they're going to be buying 20% of their stock back. And I don't care where you turn, that's all you see is manipulation. And the SEC says nothing about it. The same way they've done in crypto and the same thing they're going to do with the AI takeover. Remember, the fourth industrial revolution is all about the robots, algorithms, and drones taking over the economy. And don't forget about the video I did with Polkadot and Web Energy Token. Now we have Polkadot. They're saying is no longer a security, but we're going to slowly start seeing these utility tokens embedded in the actual legacy market in order to tokenize it and put it on blockchain. Guys, do not forget the digital transformation that's going to happen right in front of the people's eyes, and they will never notice. And I've told you time and time again about Elizabeth Warren and how she's playing the Hegelian dialectic in order to move us over to the fourth industrial revolution. In my second video, I'm going to go into detail on that. But guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting about $20.1 billion. And then we have the SEC once again rejects ARK 21 shares Bitcoin spot ETF listing. Do not forget they already have them in Canada. We know regulation is coming this year, and we will have a Bitcoin ETF this year. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have crypto miner Gryphon going public via deal to buy cannabis software company Akerna. And the top 3 investors in Akerna is Vanguard, BlackRock, and Perkins Capital, just to let you know. And we know Vanguard and BlackRock own everything. Now we have Gains Network, the derivatives exchange on Polygon, crosses $1.5 billion in trading volume on Arbitrum. And then also, guys, we saw Polygon getting a nice pump. Also, Optimism hits all-time highs. Now we have Silvergate, the crypto bank, suspends dividends on preferred stocks. And then lastly, we have the United States Senator Ted Cruz pushes crypto in Congress to pay for snacks. And guys, you know you're watching a movie. This is all a joke to them. We know how powerful this technology is, and it's going to change the world. But any type of news like this is all for adoption, them playing the Hegelian dialectic. And like I stated in my second video, I'm going to go over Elizabeth Warren and these politicians or how they're paid and bought for. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. So not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. Stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.